Hey guys, here looking live. Tried this again today. I had trouble yesterday, but then I was ready to go to work, so I couldn't. But I'm here. I'm in the house. So but we're looking live here. Time to take care of business. Let's go.
It's week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
All right, we go.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
A first down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
All right.
Henry up the middle. Runs over. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's in for the score.
All right, we got it. Let's go.
Season continues as he ties the NFL
Easy run for. That was easy.
Is phenomenal.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives.
Please like, subscribe if you're just coming in.
Like a statement
So,
drive right there.
Well, if we're
how you
going
doing,
to talk
guys?
about statement drives,
Feeling.
I think what they're saying is we're going to establish.
Okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
Ow.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Oh.
It's incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders at 12-4 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is into the end zone.
All right, we're good.
Touchdown record is now all his. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an... They begin with Henry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan
Okay, we're good.
with our EA Sports halftime report. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple. 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Daniels looking to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly
We're good. We just need to stay with the pace.
In tandem, the back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw.
Oh, we got that. Let's go. Let's go.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and getting their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pass complete to Austin on the comeback run. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air goes Daniels.
They set up the screen for Henry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Holding.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Completes it to Hardman. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Throwing now is Daniels.
Ooh, we almost had it too.
Get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Okay, we're going stick.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Daniels. And he's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Daniels going to throw for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
We got it.
David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That was too easy.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. off the play fake. Daniels taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Open man, that's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action, now it's Daniels. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he doesn't quite.
Oh, I'm challenging that one.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football.
I thought it.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Back to throw again. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again.
Ooh, he had it.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Daniels going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now they're in the hurry up. Austin is there and brings in another one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Keeps himself upright. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action. Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Off play action. Daniels. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Looking to throw. Daniels completes it to Austin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now 1st and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.
I gotta stay in playoff contention.
It's week
All right,
18
try again.
of the National Football League.
The drive begins with Henry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Shout out MG. Cool guy.
Running once more with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Raiders first. Another run for Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Man, he's been having a great first half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Oh, crap.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. This time it's a passing play. Austin's there to haul it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now Daniels off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out.
Damn it.
And this is scooped up by the Bills. And what a way to begin the score. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw, Daniels. Catch made by Austin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down. Now a run with Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. This is Henry on second. Jukes one defender, and they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 19 on the play, and that's good for a Raiders first.
All right, let's go, 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 go.
They run it with King Henry, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Chase Young bringing him down there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
All right, well, let's go, go.
Going with King Henry here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Daniels. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he's in. Touchdown.
Ooh, he broke the plank, so let's go.
Cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. David Njoku, the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing now, Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 2nd and 8. This finds Austin complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Working inside the red zone. Complete over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Henry is in. Touchdown.
All right, let's go.
The Raiders parlay the turnover into a lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key.
First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calm.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Trying to work quickly now. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's going to be knocked down after reaching the 43. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play fake here, Daniels. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete.
All right.
Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Shakes himself free. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Let's see what they went with on third down. They're going play action. That one complete to Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a give for Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Daniels leading hurry up. Going to the ground again on first.
All right, we need it. All right.
Las Vegas. The Raiders now lead by 10. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL...
Daniels on first down. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He has the touchdown.
Ooh, easy money.
Looking sharp here in the first as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Running this with Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They run. Here's Henry. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders
Oh, we got it.
get off and get points on the ensuing drive. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these to...
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another run for Henry. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Flying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give to Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Play made by Deron Payne. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. On second down, here's Henry again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Whoa.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders making this
All right, we got our touchdown. Let's go.
Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Henry running to the left. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Wait.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look.
Man, summer's almost here. Now we know it.
Have to look too hard. Double the distance.
So, what's your guys' plans? Let me know in the comments.
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Ooh, that was close.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking a lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits him on the in route. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Again, Daniels to the air. Stays upright. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Now, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, another pass on second down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route. And your quarterback quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they bring him... Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with King Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a run with Henry. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going with King Henry here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. 4th down. Drive on the line with this snap. They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. I think we all saw their shoulders slump in unison when they saw that flag come out. They knew what that call was going to be.
And if he could, you know he'd dig a hole 10 feet under and go hide in it. You do not want to be the guy who gave this drive new life.
The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Daniels back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now Daniels to throw. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play.
And this will be a Las Vegas
All right, we got it.
touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further.
Touchdown Raiders. Let's go. Let's
Slip
go.
out as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for
That was too close, but let's do it.
You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up. Here's Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Daniels off the play action. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Takes this one at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he's in position to lead the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Two-time Super Bowl winner says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. 3rd and just 2 to go.
All right.
It's Henry on the carry. And he stopped, so that's going to take
Well, let's go.
3rd. Only one. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Daniels leading hurry up. Throw on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch, right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. Catch made by Austin. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Play action on 1st down. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Touchdown!
All right, we got a touchdown. What you need? We needed it. Let's go.
The moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Henry. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Okay.
And holding penalty.
Here's my old classic plays.
Twice is tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Throwing now off play action.
Ooh.
That's incomplete left side.
I think I had
Wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd and long. Here he goes on the bootleg. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They go play action here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I think I milked the clock.
Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he calls for
They gotta score a lot of touchdowns.
and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Bills and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now, where that helps late.
All right.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders.
Okay, good.
And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh, we got a wild card game. Let's go. Oh crap! I forgot about that. I have to break the music now.
It's the opening round of the
Okay.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second.
All right, we're gonna run the ball.
Running this with Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They run. Here's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 27. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get.
All right.
Past the marker.
Here we go. Here comes.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12
All right.
there. And that's good for a Raiders first. Running once more with Henry. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout.
All right, we're going on that ball.
This is Henry on second. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
All right. Okay.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. This time, it's a passing play. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They're now set for 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A give to Henry.
Damn it.
Bring him down.
God damn it.
There's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play fake here, Daniels. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg for him. That's intercepted near the sideline. That's Julian.
All right, we good.
The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They run it with King Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
This is like Marcus Allen type runs right here.
2nd and 4.
All right.
Now a run with Henry. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin White hauls him down. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Daniels. He has the 1st over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Going with King Henry here. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. It's Henry on the carry. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Here's Henry. He breaks the tackle.
Ooh, almost had it too.
The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Design bootleg here. He's got it at the 6. And he almost gets to the 5. And that last call not sitting well with D'Amico Ryans. He's going to make them review it. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yep, he did.
This is why it's a perfect look. This.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Complete on the option. And in for the touchdown. So our first score of the
good job.
game here
We got
is to cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach.
All right, we're going to run ball.
Here's a give for Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Back to the well again. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
All right, we're going to run the ball.
Running this with Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Henry running to the left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They run. Here's Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running once more with Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Daniels on first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
We're running.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another run for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to.
And he's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration.
Is it offside or is it another holding play? Offside.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points.
That penalty is declined.
Put those points up. Let's go.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They give it to him again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on first. Catch is made down the right sideline.
Yeah, we got it. Let's go.
In the end zone, touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end
That was too easy, man.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Another carry for him. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards.
All right, we're good.
More there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it with King Henry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now a run with Henry. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This finds Austin complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Going with King Henry here. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up now. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down from the red zone. Throw reeled in by Njoku.
All right, we got it here.
Touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, an independent of the game situation. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Henry on the carry. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop made by Derek Brown. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there.
Yeah, we got to run the freaking ball.
Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Offense up to the line fast. Turning to Henry on third. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
Ah.
They'll get this drive started.
All right, we're going to run.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Henry on the counter. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Running this with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense working quickly. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First down, and they go back to Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down up across the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another run for Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
All right, we're good. We're doing good.
7 yards. And that's good for Raiders first. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give for Henry. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Oh, almost had it.
It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10.
I don't care.
And forget the...
We screwed us up.
With the 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They run. Here's Henry. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. A give to Henry.
Okay, we're good.
Able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game.
We're still milking the
It
clock.
doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They run it with King Henry. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now Daniels off the play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play at full extension.
Calvin Austin, we got it.
The Raiders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about.
Oh, wow. Well,
when you see
hell, a
throw
touchdown.
that quick.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now a run with Henry. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going deep. They did it. He made the interception. Kenny Moore with the pick.
Oh.
Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. The drive begins with Henry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Going with King Henry here. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's Daniels. They did it! He made the interception!
Oh.
Kenny Moore with the pick. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. It's Henry on the carry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Another carry for him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Raiders going for the win here. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running this with Henry. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Henry. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Okay, we had to go for 2 just in case they have to. We had to put more pressure on them.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Right up the gut. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So it's
all right,
we
you got
for the Raiders in this one. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Raiders winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
All right. All right. Well, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay hang with, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, Matt. Follow me on Ari Hills on Twitter, Ari Hills on Instagram /Reddit, and